Today we have got this indoor motherboard of the mini split air conditioner. The remote is not working on this indoor control board. Let me show you by passing electricity through it. When I am trying to start the PCB with the remote, it is not working at all. I have also checked the batteries of the remote as well. I didn't find any problem with the remote. The remote IR sensor is working and the light is glowing as it is checked through the camera. When I press the on-off switch, it works fine. Now let's find out what the fault is in it. The display has this IR sensor installed in it. This pin of the IR sensor is positive. The centered pin is ground. The right side of the IR sensor is the output. Let's check how much voltage we get on the IR sensor. The centered pin is ground. First, I am checking whether it is getting input voltages or not. So almost 5 volts are flowing on the input of the IR sensor. The input is fine. Now I am checking on the output of the IR sensor. The output of the IR sensor also has 4.8 volts. This is also fine. But still the remote is not working on it. Now off the camera, I changed the display IR sensor, but still, it is not working. Now I will check the output wire of the display, which is red in color. I am checking whether continuity is present in the wire or not. The red wire is the third wire in the connector. Let me remove the connector from the display. This connector also has a red wire on the third number. So I am connecting the probes on both the red wires. We are getting continuity on this wire, which means this wire has no issue. Now, let's check the PCB board. The third number which I showed you, let's trace it on the control board. This is the third number wire. A resistor is installed with it, which is 10 kilo ohms. It is fine. And as I am looking at the traces of the PCB further, the output is connected with this point. Then the trace wire passing through here is connected with this point. Then this trace passing from here is connected with 101 number resistor, which is a 100 ohms resistor. And then, the trace wire is connected to the microcontroller. So when I checked this 100 ohms resistor, it was also fine. Now let me show you what problem did I find. Normally if we see this trace wire, it seems fine. As when I pass through this trace, this wire is not disconnected at all. That I would say that the problem is due to the disconnected wire trace, it seems to be fine. But still, the output is not flowing toward the microcontroller. When I check the third number wire on the continuity mode till here, I am getting continuity on these wires. This means it is okay till here. But let's check the wire further. The multimeter shows no continuity, as I found no disconnection in the wire. Let me check further. It is showing continuity on the multimeter. It will not show here as a 100 ohms resistor is installed here. The 100 ohms resistor is also okay. Now this wire trace is making the problem, let me show you how. Now I have set the multimeter to ohm mode. And let's check the wire resistance from here till here. And the wire has a resistance of 17 mega ohms. And it is not letting the voltages to conduct through this wire. Now I have soldered wire here. First, let's check on the continuity mode. The continuity is fine now. Let's check the resistance of the wire as well. The resistance of the wire is now 0. Now let's pass electricity through it. Now the remote has started working with the indoor motherboard. Now I have fixed this problem. Click on the left or right thumbnail on the screen to watch our next videos. And subscribe. It's free. Thank you.